My body is jiggly and squishy because it has created 4 beautiful lives. And this body that I am in has walked a crazy freaking life journey. And it has a lot of stories to tell. Welcome to the Highly Inquisitive Podcast, where we embrace the magic of a messy life and adopt the balance is bullshit mindset. I'm your host, Gabs, and I'm here to help you question everything you thought you knew about juggling it all in 10 minutes or less. As a woman who challenged the status quo from toddlerhood and built a successful life on my own terms despite all of the odds against me, I'm here to help you become curious about rewriting the rules to your own thoughts, societal expectations, and life's curveballs so that you can show up every day in a life built for your passions, career, and well-being. Loving your life doesn't mean life gets easier, but it certainly means life gets more enjoyable and you can stop feeling like it's such a freaking mess in the process. Let's go figure some shit out together. Today is for all of my women who know how important it is to love their body, who've done a lot of things to try and love the body that they're in, but still just can't quite seem to find their way. I want to talk about the mindset we carry around our body today, because selfishly, this is something I've struggled with for a really long time. And so I think it's an important conversation that I'm really proud to see we're having more and more and more in society, but also don't think we've had it enough. And certain conversations or certain mindset shifts don't work for all of us. So it's important we keep talking about it until you find the version of loving your body that works for you. I have a very curious 4-year-old. She is a no bars held. She tells it like it is. You know exactly how she's feeling. And she's really, really curious how the world works. She is that child that like how and why, there's never enough of those questions. And so a few days ago, we were putting some furniture together after we had moved. And I was, I don't know, building a drawer or something and laying on the floor doing so. And so she's crawling all over me like a jungle gym, as loving toddlers do. And she starts like pushing on my belly and pushing on my legs and pushing on my arms. And she's like, "Mommy, why are you so squishy and jiggly?" And she's like, "When I push you, you move." And first of all, I just found it so fascinating because I try more and more to look at the world through the innocence of my children's eyes, because I think they have such a beautiful viewpoint of the world, especially because I've been a very jiggly and squishy woman for many, many years. And so it is my normal. As much as I still struggle with that statement, it is my normal right now. And I don't really think twice about it. And when I do, it has often been negative. But to her, it was just a genuine, like, my body doesn't do that. So why does your body do that? And normally that would send me into like a complete and total panic of, what do I say? How do I say it? I don't love my body, but I don't want to push those beliefs on my girls or my son. And like, how do you answer those questions, right? And then it would send me kind of into a tailspin of someone who has struggled with her weight for majority of her adult life. You know what it takes to take care of your body. You know that what's healthy, you know what isn't. You have done this route many of times before. Why can't you get your shit together now? You know how important it is, but you don't make time for it. All of the kind of guilt trip things, right? Like all of the spirals. And as I have been on this journey of just more and more self-awareness and more and more openness with where I am today and where I'm trying to go, my instant reaction was not to freak out. And for the first time, I realized that's what it feels like to love your body. Is when someone does talk about it, or when you yourself bring it up, you don't have this instant freak out or negative reaction to it. Instead, I looked at her and I said, my body is jiggly and squishy because it has created 4 beautiful lives. And this body that I am in has walked a crazy freaking life journey. And it has a lot of stories to tell. And being able to confidently say that and being able to confidently feel that in my own mind was a reminder that your body isn't what is struggling. It is your mind that is struggling to accept your body. And that simple mindset shift is what really changed it for me, because I always heard people say, well, you should love your body. You should love the skin you're in. And yeah, I should. But if I don't look in the mirror and instantly fall in love with what I see, that's not fixing the actual struggle that I'm having. The actual struggle that I'm having is that my mind is struggling to accept the journey this body has been on. Because see, my body is covered in freckles because my mom's body is covered in freckles. And those stretch marks that she always asks me, what happened to you? Those stretch marks tell a really powerful story of who I am. And I am such a firm believer that every step of our journey along the way really makes you special and really makes you unique, that I should be celebrating those marks from the journey. Because those stretch marks on my boobs tell the story of hitting puberty at the age of 9 and the real fucked up journey that came with that. But also that it gave me a way to feed those beautiful lives that I created. Those stretch marks on my belly was the safest place for 4 humans who are absolutely changing the world. The scar on my leg is from the scare of skin cancer and having to think twice about how I took care of my actual self. There's so many things about your body that tell the story of your journey. So it's never that you don't love your body. It's never that you don't love the skin you're in. It's that you haven't allowed your mind to love the journey that got you to where you are. And even more powerfully, loving your body for the journey that got it to where it is allows you to be excited for the journey it's going to take you on. So whether that's a mental health journey to find safe space in your mind again, or a physical journey to feel stronger, feel healthier, feel more weightless, whatever the journey your physical body needs to go on next is an incredible journey that's going to happen. But you won't be able to be present and love that and enjoy that until you are thankful and grateful for the journey you've had to today. So the next time that you are thinking that you just don't love your body, I want you to take a step back. And I want you to remember every single journey that body has taken you through. Every single memory, every single lesson, every single hard time that made you appreciate the good times. Your body did that. and it's absolutely worth loving. Thank you for joining me and connecting with me on this episode of Highly Inquisitive. Who else do you know that needs to make this mindset shift? Will you do them a favor and send this to them? Remember, you don't have to do it all perfectly, just authentically and with a healthy dose of curiosity. Until then, my friends, I'll see you next time.